Hello, this is GameroftheLost here. This is going to be my first official LP. I'm going to be LPing Sonic 3, solo, not Sonic and Knuckles, not Sonic 3 and Knuckles, just Sonic 3. It is probably my favorite 2D Sonic game. And the reason why I'm not doing the Sonic and Knuckles half with it is because for some reason I really seem to suck at that half of the game. I don't know why, I just do. Here's the first appearance of Knuckles, a character who would be a trademark of the series from this point forward. Sorry about that. Anyways, we're going to be getting into, well, this is the third game in the Sonic series, the main series. What you saw me go into there was a bonus ring. This takes you to the bonus stage of the game, which is probably my favorite bonus stage of the entire franchise, the Blue Spheres. Don't know why, these have always been really addicting, really fun, unlike most of the special stages in the other Sonic games, which I felt are rather dickish and not really fun to play, with the exception of Sonic 1 and Sonic 3D Blast, but that's not because that one's fun to play, that's just because that one's so piss easy it can't possibly be considered difficult by anyone. Anyways, this is the third game. This takes place right after Sonic 2. Sonic's got the Chaos Emeralds and all that, and then Knuckles somehow sends him out of Sonic, and now the adventure begins pretty much, and this is the first half of the big adventure that is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This was actually supposed to be 2 games, but due to limitations on the amount of time they had to work on it, they just split it up into 2 games, Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. The game you're seeing right now is the first half of the game, Sonic 3, both in terms of the story and in terms of if you played the game together, which one you get first. Which makes sense because the Sonic and Knuckles special stages are a lot harder, and as you saw I got a perfect there. Perfect gives you a 50,000 bonus point, which is an automatic 1-up. If you collect 50 rings in the bonus stage, you get to continue. If you collect 100 rings in the bonus stage, you also get a 1-up for that as well, so you can get 3 1-ups in the bonus stage, I think, if there's enough rings for it. Oh, no, 2, because after a while the ring bonus stops. The perfect bonus is always 50,000, never mind. I thought it was depending on how many rings you have, but it's not. That's the ring bonus, my bad. This is the first zone of the game, Angel Island. It's a nice little kind of Green Hill-ish zone. It's lush, it's green, it's pretty to look at. Oh wow, boss theme. We're gonna be fighting the boss, right? No, we're not. Oh yeah, say goodbye to that lush green background. Now it's on fire. One of the things I like about Sonic 3, take some of the things that like you kind of expect, the whole tropes that you see in various Sonic games, and gives them a turn for the interesting. So, you get a Chaos Emerald at the end of each of these bonus stages, obviously, and getting all 7 of them allows you to become Super Sonic. Interestingly enough, actually, you can get all the Chaos Emeralds by the time you reach, I don't remember, I think it's the 4th stage of this game, Hydra City Act 2, so yeah, you can get them pretty quickly. They're not they're not like, these special stages, they're challenging, but it's not like they're like really dickish or anything like that. Like, it's not like they're too challenging. They're like just, in my opinion, they are the right medium of being challenging without going overboard. That's another bonus stage completed. You can actually, this is the only bonus stage of the first 7 you can get 100 rings in, so that you get 2 1-ups in, but I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna get the 1-up, or not the 1-up, just the continue. Because, getting the perfect on that one's really hard. There's something I didn't explain about the bonus stages yet, is that, not only the longer you stay in them, the more it speeds up. But it's not just how long you stay in the bonus stage. The more rings and stuff like that you collect, the more blue spheres you get, and all that. That also speeds it up. So if you collect all the rings in this stage, it goes really fast because there's 100 of them. 111 to be exact. As you saw, we just picked up the fire shield there. This is the first game in the Sonic series to introduce elemental shields. One of the only ones. The fire shield obviously allows you to resist taking damage from fire unless Tails acts like a complete dick like that. Also, you can get item boxes depending on where the goal thing is, the goal sign, which is nice. I mean, your rings get set back to 0, so if you get a ring box, then you just got kind of wasted unless you don't get it until after the axe transition starts. That's another thing I like about this game. The acts are conjoined. It doesn't each act transitions smoothly from one act to the next. It's really nice. I don't know, I don't really have much to complain about or say bad about this game. This game is like one of my favorite games of all time. And so I hope you enjoy watching me play through this game. And I'm sorry that there's going to be a lot of special stages, especially in these early videos, because I know where the special stage rings are in these early levels. Because I used to, when I used to play this game, I used to try and get Super Sonic right off the bat as early as I possibly could. And so that habit's kind of stuck for this playthrough, so I'm sorry, it's not really well paced in that regard, but oh well, it's the first LP I've ever done. You can't expect it to be perfect, now can you? But I will do my best to make it entertaining to watch, sorry. Oh jeez. Oh jeez! Damn it! Oh, sorry about that. I failed a bonus stage. That sucks. I mean, special stage, sorry. I'm technically calling them the wrong thing. Bonus stages are actually something else in this game entirely, and I'll get to those later. I will get to them. So, another interesting thing about this game is, all the characters, have different abilities. Obviously, Sonic's got the ability to use the elemental shields, but, Tails can fly in this game, and he can technically swim. And, Knuckles, who you can't play as in Sonic 3, but if you play Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles together, or Sonic and Knuckles, you can play as him, and he can glide, and he can climb up walls, and he's got his own paths, and sometimes even his own bosses for levels. It's really nice. Okay, so, bonus ring, bonus stage, or sorry, special stage ring is on the bottom path here, and you might have seen a weird flash there. Unless your your elemental shield is water, you can't keep it underwater. You'll actually lose it, which is kind of interesting. I didn't know that the first time I played this actually, because I didn't take that lower path. And I never really had an elemental shield when I went underwater. So okay, next special stage ring, and I haven't been pointing that. Next one's right here. They're actually between this and Hydra City. If you count them together, there's a total of 8. So there's actually one more than you need, but I'm not certain if you can even access all the special stage rings in Hydra City. I think in one of the stages you can only get one or the other, not both, so that might be why. Or whatever. Damn it! Wow, I'm really failing at these special stages. I'm doing terrible. Man, I should just redo this. Oh well. Whatever. If I don't get the Chaos Emeralds, I don't get the Chaos Emeralds. I got them 1,000 times before. Not 1,000 times, but I've got them enough times. Not really anything different. I mean, you can use Super Sonic in the levels, but even if I do get Super Sonic, I'm not going to use it because he freaking breaks this game. Oh hell. And quite frankly, I don't want to do that. So the elemental shields, I haven't really explained them all. I explained the fire shield. It makes you resistant to fire. It also gives you the ability to kind of like dart forward. It's kind of a, well, all of them let you kind of double jump in their own unique way. But the only one that's a true double jump we'll get to in a minute. What I have right now, the bubble shield. This allows you to bounce on the ground and get some extra height. It can also be used underwater, and you don't need to collect air bubbles. You have an infinite amount of air as long as you have the bubble shield. Which is why Hydra City isn't a pain in the ass to play. Hydra City's a fun level, actually. A fun water level in a Sonic game? When does that happen? Oh, damn it, that was really stupid of me. You see, I was trying to do a trick here where you get Tails to like jump into the boss, and like he just jumps into him infinitely, and or not infinitely, but takes out all 8 of his hits. But I accidentally jumped into the boss and killed myself, or jumped into him, got my heads, almost killed him, and then died. If I was doing that as Tails, that would have actually worked, because I could have flown back to the platform, but I just realized as soon as I did it, oh, I'm doing this as Sonic, I'm completely screwed now. Because you can actually... Oh, wait, I'm getting really sidetracked. I'm, like, trying to think of, like, 3 different things at once here, I'm sorry. Back to the... I should get back to the shields before I get to what I was gonna say. The last one is the lightning shield, which is my personal favorite. Basically, the lightning shield, it attracts rings to you, and it gives you an actual double jump. Like, you jump, and then you press the jump button again, and you do a double jump. It's really nice, actually, and it can be used to do a couple of nice shortcuts. Anyways, what I was going to say is that when you're playing this in co-op, you have the second player as Tails, and what you can do is actually have Tails catch you in his hands and fly you up to areas that Sonic couldn't get to on his own, which is actually pretty cool, I think. And as you can see there, I jumped off the bridge, and now I'm back here. And now you can stay here as long as you so please, but you can't get up to there because there's an invisible wall blocking you from Knuckles. I don't get how Sega had the hindsight to put an invisible wall where Knuckles is just in case someone could get there. If that even exists at all, why wouldn't they fix that first? I don't really get it. Anyways. Hydra City. Probably... Now, this is a level I've seen get absolutely shat on by game reviewers because, well, it's a water level in a Sonic game, and it's the second level. It leaves such a bad impression on anyone who plays Sonic 3. You know, let me be honest, the first time I played this, I loved this level. And yeah, it does get a bit nerve-wracking when the grounding music's playing, but you know what? Sonic 3 is generous enough to give you plenty of water shields in this level. So you know what? Searching for air bubbles isn't always necessary. It's probably actually one of my favorite water levels in the entire franchise. It's not, like, ridiculously hard, like, it's not, like, really, really tense or aggravating, like Labyrinth. I don't think it's as slow-paced as, Aquatic Ruin, or, the water in Chemical Plant, where it can completely screw you over. Honestly, I just like this level. It's fun. It's a bit of it's quite a fast-paced level for a water stage. And you know what? It's got really, really, really good music. I'll admit, I like Act 2 of Hydra City a bit more. But you know what? I heard someone complain about this level, saying, oh, spend too much time in it underwater, and that Hydra City Act 2 is much better, because you spend a lot more of that on land. Let me... Damn it, that was really stupid of me. Let me say right now, No, you don't. You don't spend that much more time on the land in Hydro City 2 than you do in Hydro City 1. And yes, I am calling it Hydro City. That is how it is actually pronounced. It is not pronounced Hydrocity like some people claim it is pronounced or think it's pronounced. And I know it's one word, so you think it is pronounced Hydrocity, but it's not. What I've heard in Kana, it's pronounced Hydro Shitty, or something along those lines. And that's how it's written out. And I even fixed it in Sonic Generations by putting a space between Hydro and City. So there you go. I mean, I'll admit, Hydro and Velocity, it sounds cool, but that doesn't mean it's right. At this rate, I'm not gonna get all the Chaos Emeralds. Oh well. I'll get as many as I can. I'm gonna stop going for 50 ring. Especially in this one. This one is hard to get 50 rings in. Actually, I don't even... Well, what you'd have to do is you'd have to go for all the groups of rings and go for those 4 last. But, it's just... It's not really that fun to do it that way. It's a bit aggravating, to be honest. But whatever. I still do, like, open these up to, like, groups of rings. But it just makes it easier to navigate the special stages when you don't have to worry about running into as many red spheres that are just kind of randomly planted all over the place. And, there are people who I've heard... Oh, jeez. There it is. Who have said, when you play as Knuckles in this game, and you did this, like, because the red and blue spheres obviously represent Sonic and Knuckles, that, you should have to collect the red spheres as Knuckles. And honestly, if you think that, you're kinda... Excuse me for saying this, stupid. Because it clearly says to collect the blue spheres. Whatever, I digress. Anyways, I think we're heading up, yep, to the mini-boss of this stage. And this mini-boss is not too hard. There's an interesting glitch you can do here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show it off or not. I'm going to try to, anyways. Damn it. I almost got to do it. There we go. I actually got it. That's playing. Now, this music you're hearing, it's not the Act 1 boss theme. Or at least not the Act 1 boss theme in this game, anyways. This is actually that was actually the Act 1 boss theme from Sonic and Knuckles. Which is a completely different Act 1 boss theme. There is a reason for that. You see, this game and its sequel, or actually game that it's the first half of, Sonic and Knuckles, were actually being worked on at the exact same time. And so there are little bits and pieces of Sonic and Knuckles that can be found in this game, and that is one of them. If you if you hear the drowning music when you're fighting either of the bosses, the Act 1 boss or the main boss, and you almost drown, and then you jump out, for some reason, it will play the Act 1 boss theme from Sonic and Knuckles, and this works for the Act 2 boss too, for some reason. And that may be because there isn't a music for it to really switch to in Sonic and Knuckles, because actually the Act 2 boss theme is the same in both games for some reason, despite the fact that they actually did change the Act 1 boss theme and the theme of Knuckles. So, the music change here, it's a bit strange. Like, all the Act 1 and Act 2 stages have their own music, which is nice. I love that about Sonic 3, because, you know, with stages like Green Hill, you know, I like the Green Hill theme, but honestly, once I get to Act 3, I'm kind of like, you know, give me a bit of a remix, like, kind of like Sonic 3 does, with all of its... Every stage has its own Act 1 and Act 2 mix, and I'll be honest, there are some Act 1 mixes that I prefer over the Act 2, and Act 2s that I prefer over the Act 1 that kinda are like, okay, well there really didn't need to be a remix. The other one was much better, but you know what, I'm glad they do it, because it adds a lot of variety to the music, and it makes it so, like, you don't get tired of listening to one track when you go through the game. The Act 2 theme, the Hydro City, is probably one of my favorites in the entire series. It's so upbeat and catchy. I love it. And Act 1's is kind of like that generic water stage music, but Act 2 is just awesome, if words can really even describe it. I love, it's another thing I like about Hydro City. This music's really catchy. It's not really, like, unfair or hard. It's not really a slow level. It's pretty fast-paced, I'd say. It's just the fact that the level's kind of long, and that's my one, like, kind of like little gripe with Sonic 3. The levels sometimes go on a bit long, but you know what? That's just the way the game was built. The game was built for having longer levels because you know what? This is a longer game. It's 2 games in 1. So you know what? You expect some of the levels to take a while later on, because you know what? This game is 14 stages long if you play them both together. Oh, jeez. Right, so... a trick to keep in mind here is that, you can jump over 2, blue spheres. It's very tricky, though. You've got to be very precise. Oh, jeez. What am I doing? I shouldn't be going after rings anymore. I got to continue. Okay, now I'm gonna go back. Up. Up. And... 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Missed 4 rings, but whatevs. I mean 5. I think it was 5 actually. Whatever. I've got 4 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. I know one more special stage ring before we finish Hydro City. This isn't going too horribly, actually. I mean, I've done a lot better in the past. I've gotten all the Chaos Emeralds by the time I finish Hydro City Act 2 sometimes, but whatever. I'll take it. I've certainly done worse, actually. So you know what? I'm not going to start complaining. But like I said before, this Act 2 mix is just so good. In fact, I think I'm going to shut up for a few seconds just so that you guys... if we're watching this, you may not be able to hear it because I'm either talking so obnoxiously loud or my game audio may be a bit quiet, I don't know, because, I mean, this is being done live, not in post, so, after this invincibility wears off, I'm going to be quiet for a few seconds so that you can, listen to music. Enjoy. Whatever that is. Anyways. So, yeah. Enjoy. Okay, anyways. Sorry if that was a bit too much long of a sign on stage, whatever. I like this stage. This stage is a fun stage. I mean, I've got to be honest, with all the stages in Sonic 3, there's a lot of water in this game, okay? Just because this is a water stage, doesn't mean you're done seeing water in this game by a long shot. In fact, every stage in this game, with the exception of the next one, has some sort of water in it. This, I mean, you saw Angel Island had water at the bottom of it, and the stage after Marble Garden has got quite a bit of water in it. The one right before the last stage has some water I didn't even know existed until just recently, and the last stage has quite a bit of water. So yeah, there's a bit of water, but there's a lot of water in this game, but thankfully it's actually done really well. Unlike most Sonic games I've played, the water stages in this game the water in this game is done very well. They're short sections, not too frustrating. This game is just so good. I just have so little I can complain about with it. It's just, or like, I shouldn't say complain about, but like, so little that I can critique about it that like I can say badly. Like, I almost have nothing but positive things to say about this game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I mean, I've played a lot of Sonic games. I've played almost every one there is, and this one is, like, probably up in my top 3. Oh. Oh, damn. That was stupid of me. I suck at that bonus stage. The other two I had no excuse for, but that one is actually a bit tricky, so whatever. There are actually still plenty of bonus stages. Or, I mean, not bonus stages. There's still plenty of special stage rings left. The next stage, the next Act 1, there are actually 8 special stage rings. So there are still plenty of opportunities left. I also like these little sections where you grab the poles and you jump off of them. It's kind of a nice little reference to Sonic 1. Labyrinth. Damn, that was stupid. Okay, I have to admit, I am terrible at this boss. I don't know why, I just am. There's some angles where you can hit him. Oh, I didn't explain this yet. Sonic actually has a jump attack. If you press jump and you attack again when you don't have an elemental shield, you'll actually do a little, like, I don't know really how to explain it, like a spin attack. Which, it actually, you wouldn't think it would help that much, since it's got, like, it's only a little bit of extra range. It actually does really help. And you'll see that more with some of the later bosses. It really helps with some of the later ones. Alright, the Marble Garden Zone. This is a fun stage, in my opinion. Again, another winner, in my opinion. A lot of people cite that, like, I think that quite a few people would say this is probably the least favorite level, at least from the Sonic 3 half of the game. Because it's kind of slow, it's kind of long. Yeah, I'll admit, those are valid complaints about this stage. But I just love it. I love the music. I love the aesthetics of it. I love the gimmick. It's a fun level in my opinion. But I will admit this is a long stage. I'm gonna probably end the video after this stage actually, just because of how long this one can be. So we'll finish the first half of the game in this video, and the next half of the game in the next one. Actually, while I'm on the topic of that, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing any more Sonic games after... Well, I know I'm going to definitely be doing more Sonic games after this. I don't know if I'll be doing any other Genesis Sonic games after this, because, like I said, I suck at Sonic and Knuckles, and, I never beat Sonic 1. I beat Sonic 2, but I only ever beat it once or twice. So yeah, you're seeing this is the first time I think that we've really gotten to see the lightning shield in action with this whole, like, its whole double jump shenanigans and all that. It's a fun shield, and sadly I just lost it. Here's a weird thing with these. These are, wow. I can't believe I've been in the Marble Garden for 2 minutes and I haven't even explained the gimmick of this. Wow, I'm doing a terrible job. But anyways, the gimmick with the Marble Garden is that you're riding these weird, I don't know, dreidel top things, and basically, they allow you to, smash through walls that you couldn't normally smash through. That's even, super hypersonic, actually. And you can't smash through them with Knuckles either, so I guess that's just the strongest thing in the entire franchise. Anyways, but, they do, and it's the only way to progress. There's usually actually a way around the top, like, you don't actually have to take the top's route, but, it can help sometimes. It can sometimes be quite a bit shorter to take the route that the top gives you than, going on your own. But, the top is kind of hard to control. I wouldn't say it's as bad as, like, the hang glider in Sonic 2 on the Master System or anything like that. But it can be a bit annoying, yeah. It just takes some time to get used to, because basically, you have to move, you have to keep moving in whatever direction you're facing to make it go up. and unless it's those that are like on a little platform like that, those automatically go for you. They won't smash through any walls for you. And yeah, I have to jump off it here because I can't really go anywhere. But once you really like master the top, you can pretty much go anywhere with it, really, if you try hard enough. Wow, I said there are 8 special stage rigs, and there are, but somehow I have not come across a single one. I did not come across a single one of them. I don't know if I wasn't looking hard enough, I might have passed one up without even thinking about it, or if they just weren't in my route. Well, I almost never find any of the special stages in Marble Garden 1, or even Marble Garden 2 for that matter. Carnival Nights when I usually make up for any missing Chaos Emeralds and stage after that. Yeah, Carnival Night's coming up after this, by the way. That's the traditional Carnival casino level that started with Sonic 2 with its Casinopolis zone. Anyways, Act 2 mix. Act 2, it's got a fun little gimmick. Basically, a lot of the level kind of collapses in or rises up, and you have got to know and which path you choose actually changes a lot of what you do in the stage, pretty much. It's really fun, actually. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the top path, which if you've ever seen the Hellfire Comms playthrough, which if you haven't for some reason, go watch it, it's amazing. They took the bottom path there, and Tom, he did not break through that pillar and take the top path, he just took the bottom path. So, there are multiple paths to take in this stage, and depending on what you do, will pretty much depend on, what kind of layout for the level you get, in terms of, where you have to go and stuff like that. It's interesting. So I took the top path for this stage, and, now I didn't bring something up about the top. If you get hit on the top, and you have a shield, you can actually get hurt. You'll actually lose your shield. However, if you get hit on the top when... Yeah, like that. But if you get hit on the top when you actually don't have a shield, it doesn't do a damn thing to you. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Why? Oh well. I like how the only things I can gripe about with this game are incredibly minor things. The game is, to me, just too good to really gripe about, really, and I'm being really stupid right now. I need to stop. Okay, there we go. And also, I need to explain that those, you just spin dash into them and they make platforms rise or fall, depending on where you are in the level. Oh, no. Go up. I was gonna say, I don't know what's on that lower path, and I don't want to find out. I know that a lot of Sonic 3 is, in fact, exploration, which I actually like, but not really in the mood to explore right now, just in case it leads to this taking a lot longer because I screw up or something. I mean, I don't want to drag out this playthrough longer than it needs to be. I basically wanted to do this because it's one of my favorite games, and how well I do doesn't really affect anything. I just kind of want to share my thoughts and opinions on what is probably one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. I know I've said that enough throughout this, so I'm going to stop and just actually talk about the game a bit more, but whatever. It's my video. Got a problem with it, then stop watching. You know, I never tested. I bet you could just break through those with the fire shield and not even need to raise that platform, but whatever. Now, don't be an idiot like me and do that and then end up accidentally spin dashing to the left and right and giving yourself a crush death. That is not health. That's very detrimental to Sonic's health. So, I haven't talked about this yet. Marble Garden is a stage where, with its music, it doesn't really change between the Act 1 and Act 2. It's different, but it's a very subtle difference. It's not something that's, incredibly noticeable or vibrant like Hydro City, I'd say. I mean, I still like it. I love the Marble Gardens track. It's very catchy, but I don't know. I kind of would have liked a more Hydro City like remix for Marble Garden, but I don't really know what kind of thing they would have done for that. I mean, Marble Garden Act 1 is already a pretty upbeat song, I'd say. Anyways, something I guess I can talk about here because I really don't have much more to talk about at this point. I've kind of exhausted everything I need to say about the Marble Garden at this point. Because I've been talking about the music in this game a lot, I think this is something I should bring up. There's a rumor that's went around for a long time about this game that Michael Jackson worked as a composer for this game, and there have been many conflicting accounts about this. That like he composed the whole game, or that he was brought in, and there was like after the controversy struck with Jackson, they removed his name from the credits, or that he was brought in to do music, but they just didn't use it for some reason. I mean, in the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection on PS3 and Xbox 360, it says for the fact, it has a fact for each game, and the Sonic 3 fact is that Michael Jackson was considered to do work for this music for this game. And I think that's the closest thing we're gonna get to an answer. He was considered to do music for it, but it just never really happened for some reason. And you also hear conflicting accounts about why that Jackson didn't like the sound quality of the Genesis and didn't think he could do anything with it, which begs the question, why would his own game Moonwalker not be on there? But there is one track that was confirmed. Credits theme is actually what eventually became the inspiration for, for Stranger in Moscow. Also, I think one other song was confirmed. One of the mixes for Hydro City, because one of the members of Jackson's sound team who helped work on Sonic 3, Brad Buxer, actually said that they worked on levels 2 and 3, and one of them was called Water, which would match up with Hydro City, considering it is level 2, and it is a water stage. But we don't know if that was the mix actually used, so we don't know if Jackson's Hydro City mix was ever actually used in the game. Anyways, I like that boss, but unfortunately I hit him way too many times at the start, and so unfortunately you only got to see him get hit twice, even though he took 8 hits. If you were playing that as Sonic alone, Tails would just kind of screw off right now and just leave, and you'd be like, hey, come back. But anyways, that's enough for now. Join me next time, and we will finish the second half of Sonic 3. See y'all next time.